Okay, all right, there we have it. If we had a piece of pineapple, we could put a pineapple on it. So this is our hurricane.
That's not hurricane, that's just a natural disaster. What's up guys, it's your boy Alan again, back with another video, and today we're gonna look at another batch of classic cocktail recipe videos. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's go check this out.
So our first drink is called the Old Fashioned. Alright, so when you make this drink, you're gonna start off by dropping your sugar cube right there in the glass. We're gonna take our bitters and put about 3 dashes. You're gonna dump your cherry, toss some ice in the glass, pour your whiskey right in.
Wait, did you forget to dissolve the sugar cube?
Now you're gonna go ahead and stir it up. I don't have a drink stirrer, so I'm gonna use my screwdriver.
Dude, it's still there. You can see it. You forgot to dissolve the sugar cube.
Now let's just give it a taste. It's strong.
Yeah, because the sugar is not dissolved. This guy is just drinking whiskey and bitters.
Don Draper would be proud of this drink.
What?
Okay, the next drink is called the Rob Roy, like that awesome Liam Neeson movie. First off, we're gonna start by filling our glass with some ice.
First, he needs to stop using his hands to scoop the ice. And second, fill the ice to the top.
Then you're gonna put in about an ounce or 2 of your scotch. Put about an ounce of sweet vermouth. And you're gonna top it off with some bitters. Now for this one, you're gonna stir for 20 seconds.
Don't build and stir the drink 20 times and then serve it, especially when you are under ice like that. It's gonna end up super diluted.
For the whiskey smash, we're gonna use rye. All right, so the ingredients for this drink are simple syrup, mint sprigs, and lemon juice.
They're not even gonna use fresh lemons. There's a fresh lemon right there.
So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mint sprigs and you're gonna break them up and put them in the bottom of the glass. A few drops of lemon juice, some simple syrup.
Dude, that's way too much simple syrup for a few drops of lemon juice.
And now the most important step for this drink is muddling. For this, we're gonna use our screwdriver. Now the Scooby-Doo kids,
If you're gonna muddle something, muddle it dry. Otherwise, the leaves and everything in it is just gonna move around. There's not gonna be a lot of pressure applied to the mint.
the next drink we have is called the Hot Toddy. And this one's for medical purposes only.
So originally the hot toddy was drunk when people had sore throats and coughing. And you know, even till this day, a lot of people still think it works a lot better than cough syrup.
All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna coat your coffee mug with some honey. You're gonna go ahead and pour in your hot water, and then you're gonna pour in your blend. You're gonna go ahead and spice this thing up with some cloves. Then you're gonna take your cinnamon stick and just grind it right into your drink. Cut a slice of lemon. And then the last ingredient is nutmeg. Not baddie.
Dude, he also forgot to stir this one. Like, the honey's all the way on the bottom. That's the first thing that he poured. I can guarantee you that the honey is still stuck on the bottom of that cup.
How to make an old fashioned. This drink was called an old fashioned even when it was new in the 1800s.
That is absolutely not true. This drink was called the whiskey cocktail when it was first made.
Step 1. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar to the highball glass. Step 2. Add 1 ounce of water. Step 3. Drop in a few dashes of Angostura bitters and muddle the ingredients. Step 4. Add cracked ice.
No, don't add a cracked ice. It is a stiffer drink, so you don't want it to be over diluted.
Step 5. Then pour in 2.5 ounces of bourbon.
What? That's a whole pint of bourbon.
Step 6. Garnish, drop in the swizzle stick and serve.
That's how they serve an old fashioned?
The drink that I want to show you how to make now is the classic recipe for a mojito. The first thing that you need to make a mojito is fresh mint leaves. If you don't have fresh mint leaves, hey, you're not going to make a real mojito.
He just put that against his nose.
Now, mint is a very strong herb, so you don't need lots of mint. Too many times bartenders make a mistake is they put too much mint in and it becomes too minty. So we're only going to use about 3 mint leaves in there.
3 mint leaves for a mojito? Are you kidding me? And that's the leaves that he stuffed on his nose.
Now that we've got the mint leaves in there, we want to release the aroma of the mint and the flavor of the mint through the oil. So we're going to take our muddler.
Dude, he's using the wrong side of the muddler again.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to put in our fresh lime. I've cut up a lime here. You probably need about a whole lime in there.
That's way too many limes. Even for a caipirinha where you do have to muddle the limes, you only need half of one.
So what I'm going to use for our sweetener is our simple syrup. Now the other thing that I need is rum. And now another trick that a recipe doesn't call for, but I highly advise, is you want to use about 3/4 of an ounce of sour mix.
Sweet and sour. You already have your sweet and sour. You have your lime juice and you have your simple syrup. Why do you need to add more sweet and sour?
What I want to do to take my little mini shaker and I want to shake this all up so I get everything mixed together. So I've got the sweetness, I've got the...
It's clearly not mixed. You can see the mint leaves and the lime wedges are still stuck on the bottom.
The drink is called an old-fashioned, which is kind of an old drink. You probably won't run into too many of them.
Totally not true. They are very, very popular.
So what we're going to do is use our rock glass. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our bar spoon of sugar right in like so. Take a dash of bitters. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put ice in there in our glass.
He's not going to dissolve the sugar? I mean, it could still dissolve in ice water, but it's going to take a very, very long time.
Our recipe calls for 1 ounce of our whiskey. We're going to fill it up with our club soda or seltzer water.
Fill it up with soda water? Why? This is not a whiskey highball. It's an old-fashioned.
The drink I want to show you now is called a hurricane. Put ice in there, and the recipe calls for a couple ounces of our pineapple juice. So I'm going to use some pineapple juice right here.
The traditional hurricane does not have pineapple juice.
And it calls for ½ ounce of vodka.
No! A hurricane is a tropical drink. It does not have vodka. It's rum.
And then what we're going to use is some amaretto, which is our almond flavored liquor.
No, it doesn't have amaretto in it. It's supposed to be rum and passion fruit.
And then what we want to do is we also want to sweeten it up a little bit. We want to put a splash of our grenadine syrup.
Not Rose's grenadine again. There's no citrus. This drink is going to be so sweet.
And we're going to float a little 151 rum right on top. Now when you're pouring this 151 rum... Okay, all right, there we have it. If we had a piece of pineapple, we could put a pineapple on it. So this is our hurricane.
That's not hurricane. That's just a natural disaster.
The drink I'm going to show you now is called a dry Manhattan. Dry vermouth is an infused white wine, which means that various things have been added to it to enhance the flavor, usually herbs and botanicals.
Barnacles? Was he trying to say botanicals?
So I'm going to use just a dash like so. Then what I'm going to use is 2 ounces of our American whiskey. Now, when we use our stirring spoon, we want...
I think he forgot the bitters.
Now, normally what somebody would get with a dry Manhattan is an olive garnish.
No. No. It's not olive. No, a dry Manhattan does not get an olive. It gets a lemon twist. I've never... Oh my god. An olive. This is not a martini.
So I'm going to show you how to make a Manhattan on the rocks. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our rock glass and we're going to fill it up with ice. And then what we're going to use is sweet vermouth. Sweet vermouth is a infused red wine. Different things are added to it to increase the alcoholic strength. Brandy sometimes, sugar, various herbs and botanicals. Just a couple of dashes of our sweet vermouth in there. And we're going to use 2 ounces of our whiskey. We always want to put our vermouth in first. It's because of the sugar content, it's heavier than your regular liquor, and it has a unique flavor to it.
That's not... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do it. It has nothing to do with the sugar content. You're going to mix it, it's going to end up the same.
We're going to put a sip stick in it. And also, with our Manhattan, we're going to add a cherry. So here we have it, our Manhattan, named after that famous island in New York.
Yeah, he totally forgot the bitters again.
The drink that I'd like to show you now is called a perfect Manhattan.
Another Manhattan, and it looks like this time he has a shaker. It should never be shaken.
So we're going to make this straight up, and I'm going to shake this drink. It's going to be a little more watered down. The ice is going to be broken up a little more, so it's going to be slightly different, but most people can't tell the difference.
Of course you could tell the difference. Dude, he shouldn't be teaching this stuff. A shaken drink is way different than a stir drink. It would be more oxygenated, and yeah, you'll see a foam on top if the drink is shaken. Most people can tell the difference. Like, you could even look at a stirred Manhattan versus a shaken Manhattan. It looks completely different.
And with our perfect Manhattan, we use both types of vermouth. Just a little dash of our dry and our sweet. We don't need too much. And we're going to put 2 ounces of our whiskey in there. Now what we're going to do is shake it. So we're going to put our top on and we're going to shake it.
Once again, he forgets the bitters. It's one thing to pronounce botanicals wrong, but he's made the Manhattan 3 times and none of them are correct.
Today we're gonna be making a strawberry daiquiri. But to make this drink, we're gonna have to pick a rum, so we want a white rum. Do you like Cruisin' or Bacardi?
A few moments later.
He's the bartender. Why is he asking the assistant?
To start, we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of rum. And now we're gonna add 4 frozen strawberries. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I already measured it out. It's in my handy dandy shot glass. Whoa!
2 tablespoons? That's like a lot of sugar, especially because strawberries already have a lot of sugar in them.
We're gonna add about 1/2 ounce of lemon lime soda. I chose to use 7-Up.
Lemon lime soda. Why is there 7-Up going into a daiquiri?
And then we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice. So, remember how to do this?
I do. I
Oh,
learned
good,
after the
good.
first time.
And just a little bit, so you're gonna,
You tell me when.
yeah, this is actually gonna be, keep going a little more. Perfect.
Dude, that is not enough lime juice to offset the amount of sugar that he just added to this drink. This is gonna be so sweet.
And then we're gonna squeeze,
Lemon.
yeah, about 3/4 ounce of
I'm
lemon
gonna have
juice.
to use both hands for this.
No, there's no lemon. There's no lemon in a daiquiri. And that's still not enough citrus.
The drink I'd like to show you now is called a Bloody Mary. What we're going to do is use our rock glass. We're going to fill it up with ice. And our recipe calls for 1 ounce of vodka. Usually we're going to pour whatever is in the speed rack. And then what we're going to use is a commercial Bloody Mary mix. So we're just going to fill the rest of our glass with our Bloody Mary mix. There we go. Put our sip sticks in there, and there we have it, a Bloody Mary.
So that's the video. If you're gonna instruct people to use commercial mix, that's not bartending. At least explain to them what goes into the mix. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave in a comment on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.